Hello everybody, welcome to another CSGO editing tutorial. In this one I'm going to show you how to use ReShade with CSGO. So first up, what you need to do is download HLAE, head over to AfxHookSource.dll and download the latest version here. And then after that, head over to ReShade.me and download the latest ReShade setup down here. And after that, head over to this GitHub page and download the shaders and textures folder. You can download the entire thing through here. After that's done, place it somewhere that's easy to access. I'm going to be using my desktop for this tutorial. First up, extract your HLAE to a folder, like so. And now you have that folder. Right click and create a new folder. Name it ReShade or something like that. Doesn't have to be the same. And place the ReShade setup and the RAR file with the shaders in that folder. And then what you need to do is run the ReShade setup. Press Ctrl on your keyboard and click Select Game. And after that is done, you should get some DLL files. And then you can delete the setup file. Now open up the shaders RAR and extract the shaders and textures folder into the folder you created. Right, now that is done, you can then close that folder and open up HLAE. Make sure you check Yes for updates. Go to Tools, Developer and Custom Loader. And for program path, what you need to do is select your csgo.exe. Yours will most likely be installed in your C drive. That's where most people will have it installed, so just select it. And then for the command line, I'm going to be using a custom resolution of 1600 by 720. You can do the same if you want, that's up to you. You no longer need to type panorama since the update is out. For DLLs inject, find AfxHookSource.dll. And after that, you need to find the ReShade DLL. So I'm going to go find my desktop and select ReShade32.dll. That is what we need to inject as well. And press OK and CSGO shall launch. Alright, now that we've launched in the CSGO, you should have saw that little message pop up on your screen at the top corner. Make sure you have this, that means it's working. Now also make sure in your video settings, make sure you disable anti-aliasing, make sure that is set to none. If you don't, then you'll run into some problems. And what you need to do is press Shift F2 and this ReShade little thing should pop up. And what you need to do is head over to settings first and change the overlay key. Change it to something like F10 or something, maybe F11. That's what I'm going to put it at. And after that, we can go ahead and load up a demo.
I know you're telling me you're leaving, but all I wanna do is hold you now and hear the sound.
Right, now that we're in the game, you can go ahead and use the demo go to tick command to get to your frag. And I'm just gonna hide the HUD and get to around here maybe. Alright. Now we can go ahead and press that bind you set up earlier. So in this case, it'll be F11 for the ReShade console to come up, like so. Click continue and go ahead and create a new preset. I'm gonna name mine test just to show and press continue. Now what we need to do is go head over to settings and what you need to do is set the paths for your shaders and your textures. So what we need to do is go back to your desktop or wherever you set it to. And find the shaders and redirect it to here with your shaders here and your textures, so just like so. And after that is done, so these are the settings you want: 256, 0, 0 and 1. And after that is done, head over here and press finish, and what you need to do is click reload and I'll reload all the settings. Right, now that is done, you can see all the effects you have with ReShade. Okay, what we need to do now is set up a bind for the VGUI toggle. This is necessary because if we don't have it, then ReShade will sort of mess up and the depth won't work properly. So to do that, what we need to do is create a toggle using these commands here. I did not create this. This was created by one of the HLAE devs, so credit goes to him. All you need to do is type these commands in to create the toggle. So F8 here is the toggle key. I recommend putting this into your config, so when you execute, this will automatically be applied. So once that is done, you can go ahead and execute your config. Like so. Once you've done that and the toggle is finished, you can press F8 and you can see your crosshair disappear and appear. That means it's working. Alright, now we can go ahead and play with all the depth of field effects. Make sure you toggle the VGUI, pressing F8, and make sure the crosshair has disappeared. So we can go ahead and change all the things. So the main ones I'm going to be doing is depth of field. So Marty McFly depth of field, that's probably one of the best ones. Or Matzo depth of field also works pretty well. There's an autofocus, so you can change the depths depending on what you're looking at. You can also use a mouse to adjust it like so. It's a bit finicky, but you know, you can play around with it. And another one is reflective bump mapping. That's also a good one to use, along with MXAO. Make sure that is enabled, and SMAA. Make sure that is enabled as well. Those are the main ones I recommend, and then you can also play with different depths as well if you want. This all will take time to play around with. Everyone will have different settings. Now you'll notice that in some of it, your view model is also blurred out, which you don't want. So to fix that, what you need to do is head over to the ReShade folder and go into the shaders folder and find depth of field.fx and open it in something like Notepad++ and search for scene depth and go down to scene COC and set that to 0. That will disable the near depth effect, and that will pretty much make it so the view model won't be blurred. And obviously we're going to have to reload ReShade again. And you can see the view model is not blurred out anymore. This is going to take a lot of messing around with to make it look good. If you have the time, you can go ahead and play around with all the different settings to make it look really nice. If you check out Neek Edits, he has some really good depth of field settings. But yeah, I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.